Welcome to Truth and Company Boxing Podcast for another segment of 20 random questions. And today's guest is all the way from Wales in the United Kingdom, professional boxer Jordan the Welsh Canelo Withers. How you doing, Jordan?
What's up? Hope you're all good.
I appreciate you coming on all the way from the UK, man. I'm sure the boxing fans appreciate it this morning as well. Now, it's actually morning here, but it's about 5 o'clock there?
Yeah, 5. It's a pleasure to be on.
Okay, so I guess first off, now I know you just recently fought. How did that go?
Yeah, great. I was top of the bill on a great card. I done a 6-rounder. Dropped the boy twice and won on points then.
Okay, but now you're so ready to go again. You actually have another fight already scheduled. So let's talk about that. When is that?
Yeah, on the 25th. So 3 weeks yesterday. Just straight back into action now before Christmas, and then chasing titles next year then, hopefully.
And do you know who your opponent is in the 3 weeks then?
I haven't got a clue. I'm ready for anyone.
Well, you even sound like Canelo. Don't even care. Just give me an opponent and let me go.
Put in the hard work, you fight anyone.
So now we were just talking off air a minute ago, and you've actually been over to the States to train a little bit. Can you talk to me about that?
Yeah, it's when I first turned over professional, actually. I went over for 2 weeks. Trained in the Maywood gym and the Wildcard gym and sparred top quality people. The Kazakhstan middleweight world champion. We had numerous top quality opposition, so it was awesome experience to have Freddie Roach watching me spar. So it was amazing.
Now, isn't that somehow how you got your nickname, right, for boxing? Yeah. They gave it over here. You got it from the U.S. fighters. Tell me about that.
Well, in the Maywood gym, I think it's a Mexican area, and as I walked through the door, there was this guy who looked at me and went, "Canelo, Canelo," screaming it. I turned around, he said, "Damn, man, I thought you was Canelo." And I said, "Oh, sorry, but I said I'm from Wales." And then he watched me spar, and then he said, "So you even box like him?" So I thought that was awesome for him to say that. So it kind of stuck then.
So then you just put the Welsh part in front of it, and your boxing name became the Welsh Canelo.
Yeah, I got to live up to it now, haven't I?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a pretty big name to live up to.
I know.
So how many pro fights do you have now?
5.
And you're undefeated, right?
Yeah.
So now, are you starting to your name's starting to get out there a little bit more out of your community, more worldwide over here in the United States, things like that? How is that changing a little bit for you to be recognized? And I'm sure you're signing autographs now and things like that. So is that different for you?
Well, I just try to stay as humble as possible, really. It's just take it as it comes. I was a bit stunned, to be honest, that people asked me for an autograph. So it's great for me to get my name out there now. But just keep building it up.
But now you haven't fought over here yet, but I know that's one of your dreams to get on a card over here, right?
It's something you dream of as a kid, really, boxing in America.
So if there's any promoters watching this, big name promoters that deal with fighters in the United States or matchmakers, Jordan Withers is willing to come over here and put on a show on one of our cards over here. So definitely connect with him or his management people and get him over here, man. He's an exciting fighter, and Americans will want to watch him fight. All right, so you ready for these random 20 questions?
Bring it on.
All right, so question 1. Tell me about your background and your upbringing a little bit so the fans, like I already brought up where you're from, but I want the fans to understand, a little bit more about where you were brought up, how you were brought up, if you got siblings and stuff. But I don't want you to bring up your how you got involved in boxing yet, just a little bit of how you've been brought up.
Well, I was brought up with 2 older brothers and a sister. Just all we ever known was fighting, really. From a young age, we was always around sport. My father took us around the world, really. Competed in kickboxing, different sports, rugby, football. So, all of us really is a sporting family. So when I got into boxing, it was just like second nature.
Okay, so question 2 then, how did you get involved in the sport of boxing?
I started off kickboxing from 4 till 10, and then switched to boxing then from there. I think it was 80 amateur fights. I was on Team Wales, living down in Cardiff, and then turned over professional then from the age of 19.
Okay. Question 3, what boxers have inspired you in your career?
Well, I'll have to say Mayweather, really. Just phenomenal defense. And then Lomachenko, really. His footwork, everything, just phenomenal.
Question 4, do you have any hobbies outside the sport of boxing?
No, well, I just live in the gym, really. Any other hobbies gets me in trouble. So I just try to stay training, really.
Okay. Question 5, who are some of the musical artists that you listen to when you train?
Nipsey Hussle, Drake, gotta be a bit of Tupac and Biggie, really.
Okay. Question 6. So we were just talking about you getting into signing autographs, taking pictures, things like that. So question 6, do you remember signing your first autograph and how did that feel?
That was mental. I think it was after my debut. It was this little kid running up to me. He said, "Can I have a picture?" And I had to pick him up and sign his T-shirt. And I was thinking, why the hell are you asking me for an autograph? Like, I was thinking, I only had one fight. But then you realise then from there that all little kids, they look up to you. And it's great, really.
Okay. Question 7, what are your boxing goals over the next 5 years in the sport?
I'd have to say the next 2 years, hopefully pick up a Commonwealth title and then a British title by the time I'm 26. And just a couple of IBF internationals then, and then target world titles from there.
Okay. Question 8, if you got into a street fight with 3 guys, what 2 English boxers would you choose to be on your side to fight with you?
That's a good one. English fighters.
Well, anybody over there in the UK or...
I'd have to say Jamie Cox, because I've never seen someone punch like him in my life. And Anthony Joshua, just for the size on him.
Okay. Question 9, if you had the power of invisibility for 24 hours, how would you use it?
Not in the best way, I'll be honest here. Probably just sneak up on people, look, going all vaults and that, in the banks. I'd be minted by the time our 24 hours is done.
Okay. Question 10, what's one of your best boxing memories in your career so far?
I'd have to say traveling to America. As well as a 19-year-old kid, getting to experience over there is a dream, really. But I was gutted, right? Because the one day I didn't go to the wildcard gym. Manny Pacquiao was there and his son. I was devastated. The boys I went with was Lee Selby and Gavin Gwynn. So when we walked in there, it was like normal to them. I was like a little fanboy, running up to Freddie Rose, asking to sign my things, everything. But it was just surreal.
Okay. Question 11. Do you think you would ever try bare knuckle boxing?
No, never. My hands are like glass.
Okay. Question 12. Are you artistic in any way with your hands as far as like building things, painting, drawing, photography, mechanics, anything like that?
I'm probably the most useless person ever. The only thing I'm good at is boxing. I can't even change a light bulb, honest to God.
Okay. Question 13. If you could have dinner with any four athletes, alive or dead, who would you be sitting at your table?
Mike Tyson, Roy Jones, Mayweather, and Muhammad Ali.
Okay. Question 14. What motivates you?
Well, just to be better than the person I was, really. To just got me. I wondered. Well, to look after my family, to be honest, to get into a position where they don't have to worry about nothing and just live happy.
Okay. Question 15. What's something that you're very passionate about besides boxing?
Food. Joe, if I didn't box, I'd be fat as hell. Honest to God.
Okay. Question 16. If you could hold any record in the Guinness Book of World Records, what record would you want to hold?
Most cheeseburgers consumed in a minute, I'd say.
Okay. Question 17. Who's your favorite comedian?
Lee Evans.
Okay. Question 18. If you could do the voice of an animated animal character, what animal would you choose to be the voice of?
What, film-wise?
Yeah, like in an animated cartoon, if you could be the voice of any type of animal, what animal would you want to be the voice to?
Probably like a squirrel or something. I'd be like the one off Over the Edge, I'd say.
Okay. Question 19. If they invented a new sport, tag team boxing, what current boxer would you choose as your tag team partner?
Crawford or Shakur Stevenson.
Okay. Question 20. If you could box in a celebrity boxing match with any actor or athlete as your opponent, who would you choose to fight?
The Welsh Canelo versus the real Canelo.
Okay. All right,
I'd take a few million and retire.
All right. Well, listen, man, I appreciate you taking time to come on the show and do the random 20 questions.
Yeah, it's a privilege.
Once again, let's promote your fight. You're fighting. Where exactly are you fighting on? What is it?
I'm fighting in Swindon in England on the 25th of November.
Now, is that card? Is there any type of live stream for it anywhere?
I think it'd be shown on like a replay on YouTube, then. So it'd be under Nielsen Boxing. It should be uploaded around 3 or 4 days after.
Okay.
There's a couple of it's a few title fights on there, so looking forward to making it 6-0.
Now, is there any sponsors, or do you want to say anything to the fans before we end?
Well, just want to say a massive thank you to my sponsors. A massive mention to DK Lifestyles. Well, without him, to be honest, I wouldn't be half the fighter, which he helps me put my full focus into training, and it's a massive help, really. And thank you for all the fans for supporting me through tough times, and now it's time to show them how good I am.
And what do you got to say to the American fans?
join the board. Well, come on board, really. Looking forward to coming over there and boxing.
All right, and I'm sure they're looking forward to seeing you box, man, because apparently you're knocking people out or something. I mean, you're undefeated, so I mean that's pretty impressive. So I'm sure somebody's gonna get you over here and get you on a card soon. Hopefully next year, right?
Well, fingers crossed, innit?
Well, you did mention that you're possibly gonna be here next year training again, right?
Yeah, that's the aim, really. Because, well, it's, as I said, it's great training over there. Apart from running up the mountains up there, really. To be told
Okay.
when you come back down, saying, "Oh, there's mountain lions up here. You shouldn't have gone." It's quite scary.
All right. Well, listen, hold on, and the truth has spoken.